to show you. Now, this first one is known as the Parisian cutter. Wind it through the potato like a corkscrew. When the cutter appears on the opposite side, pull the cutter out. Place the handle in the center and twist it out. This is what they call a French curl. When you fry these, they come out like donuts, nice and brown. Serve them with your steaks or pot roast them. Unwind it, there's 2 curls out of the 1 potato. Tomorrow morning for breakfast, wind a little strip of bacon around the potato and serve them with bacon and eggs. They're delicious. Different colored vegetables, wind them together and you get the 2 colors. Here's a little trick cut. Split the curl halfway through the center. If you're making a shrimp salad and you happen to run short of shrimp, mix these in with the regular shrimp. Upon my word, you couldn't tell the difference until you start to eat 'em. Now, the rest of the potato, you stuff it. We'll call this a little chicken. We'll call this here some hamburger. You might have a little meat that's been laying in the ice box for a few days. Chop the meat up fine, season it highly, stuff it into the center of the potato and bake them with the skins on. When they're done, cut them in 2. Serve them on the half shell, just like that. Serve them in slices when company calls. The more company you have, the thinner you cut the slices. If your mother-in-law calls, give her a beak piece like that. Now, the second tool in the set is known as the garnishing knife. Everything you cut with this must come out fancy. Watch this, please. You cut down, you turn the potato, and then you cut through the edge. First one way, and then the other. Sweet potatoes cut like this. Drop them into a little batter of pancake flour and fry them. When they're golden brown, sprinkle molasses on them. Serve them with strips of bacon for breakfast. Why, they're delicious. Here's beets, you pickle them, and carrots, you steam or cream them. In making the original French fried potato, cut them in thick slices. Put them one on top of each other. Cross-cut the slices, and you'll never eat a French fry any other way. The potatoes cut like this will not absorb the fat because they're garnished around. Pineapples cut for your pineapple and cheese salad, cut them the same way. Here is one, and this is a dandy. Cuts any thickness or any size. Open it for a thick slice, close to the top for a thin slice. Saratoga chips, you can make them for 3 or 4 pennies a pound. Just pull the blade towards you like this. If you want the slices thicker than this, open the blade, there's a thick slice. Shoestrings for your Friday fish dinner, cut them down like this. Chop them up for your vegetable soup. What this knife is really intended for is for cutting the cabbage. You know the old-fashioned board, how you rip and tear, sometimes nipping the ends off your fingers. Lay it flat and pull it lightly towards you over the cabbage. The weight of the knife across the cabbage is all that's necessary. Why, ladies, when you get slaw cut as fine as this, you'll certainly appreciate eating it. The crowning feature of the set is the cutter that I'm going to show you now. This is known as the Champeen Vegetable Mincing Knife and Noodle Cutter. Now, when you want to make some real fine noodles at home, you roll the dough out like this. Dip this into a little flour so it doesn't stick to the dough, and as you roll it over the dough, that will cut the noodles in long strips, 10 at a time. Did you ever try to chop up a little nuts for cake? Why, I've seen ladies chop nuts and the nuts land up on the ceiling. Sometimes you chop the ends off your fingers. When you want to chop up a little nuts for cake, cooked meat, clams for chowder, soup greens to throw into your soup, making a little pepper or chicken hash is just a few strokes rolling it up and down. Why, here is without a doubt the meanest thing in the world to cut parsley. Put that in a grinder, you really grind it too fine. This machine, instead of crushing the parsley, cuts it quick, clean, and dry, leaving every bit of the juice and every bit of the flavor. Now, to clean this machine, you press the button. Rinse it out in a little water. When you're through using it, hang it up and let it dry. Here's one here that every lady should have in her home, known as the Parisian scoop. You lay it flat, once to the right, once to the left. When you scoop them out, you'll get a perfect round little ball. You can pot roast these, cut them out of cheese or cut them out of butter. When you're serving a fruit cocktail in the summertime, take your fresh cantaloupe, scoop them out like this, mix them with apples, pears, and watermelons, makes a delicious fruit cocktail served with a little cracked ice like you see here. But here are the two ladies, if you ever do get it, you'll thank the day you've seen this demonstration. When you press, it locks. It's like a pair of human hands. Reach in the oven and take the biscuits out of the oven. Ever take the hot potatoes out of the oven and burn yourself on the elbow? A roast chicken out of the oven, a piece of meat out of the pot, spinach, asparagus out of the water. Why, around canning season when you're preserving the fruits, to take the hot fruit jars out of the water like that, that machine is worth dollars to you. And here's another one that I really know you'll enjoy having in your kitchen, known as the safety grater. No doubt you're familiar with the old-fashioned grater. I've seen ladies take a grater and rip the knuckles off. When you want to grate up potatoes for delicious potato pancakes, this has a smooth, flat edge, impossible to cut yourself. Just like you were washing clothes, you rub it up and down, and you really grate your vegetables real fine, retaining all the flavors and all the juices. Breadcrumbs for when you're serving veal cutlets or anything like that. You want a little breadcrumbs to fry your fish in? Why, there's the greatest proposition in the world. Use that for coconut, cheese, or horseradish. When you're through with it, just hit it down like that. That knocks all the food out. Rinse it out in a little water and hang it up and let it dry. Now here is a stone made of carborundum and sapphire quartz, which is made purposely to keep these knives sharp. When they get dull, a few strokes over the edge like this, and you can put a keen cutting edge on it. If you have a dull knife or a dull pair of scissors, an old sickle or a scythe, a lawnmower, cleaver, an axe, there's a tool that will really put an edge on the knife, so the knife will really cut for you. I just want to give you an idea of how sharp that knife really is when you sharpen it with that stone. Ladies, I've seen some of you try to open up cans. Now, there's a can of Campbell's baked beans. I've seen ladies open up a can and you poke a hole in it, go around the top, hippity-hop, and your finger slips. Let me show you a real proposition. Look, lay it on the can, lift up the safety, and turn the key. That locks itself on the can. No harder than you were winding up your watch. Wind up the key and that'll cut the top off of the can slick and smooth. Notice how the end raises itself up in the air so you can lift the lid off, giving you a clean, smooth edge. Now that can be used for sardine cans, square cans or round cans, exactly the same way. Now this tool here, my dear friends, needs no introduction. This will save you on an average of $20 to $30 every year you use it as a peeling knife. Here's a grater for cheese, coconut, or horseradish, a fish scaler for scaling your fish, and when you're coring your apple, it's just a slight twist of the wrist, and there's the apple core. There's one more tool that I want you to see, and I want you to watch this one very closely. Many a times when you're baking a pie, you have a pudding in the oven. I've seen ladies wrap a towel around your hand, and many a times you burn your fingers. Hook this onto the pot like this and lift the hot pots off the top of the stove. You've got a pie pan in the oven. Catch a hold of the pie pan like this. Why, you couldn't get it off with a team of horses. This will positively lift 100 pounds. There's a pail of water weighs 50 or 60 pounds. That's the way you pick it up. But there's one more tool. I'll be all through and I'll be finished. Oh, now the next tool and the last one is what they call the Sarah Bernhardt cutter. This was invented by the head chef of the Imperial Hotel in the city of Berlin, Germany. You place the screw into the center of the vegetable. Twist the vegetable until the threads catch a hold, then you wind this up. You keep winding until you utilize the whole potato. The faster you turn, the quicker the slices. Why, ladies, here's a machine for slicing onions. The first onion that you slice with this cutter, you'll bless the day you've got a hold of it. Every slice cut exactly the same thickness, every slice cut the same size. In making what they call a rosette, pull the vegetable out like this. Pin the ends together with a toothpick. Drop that potato into the hot fat and fry it. That will come out like a donut, golden brown. If you're serving a nice fish dinner, a little parsley goes in the center with the fish all around it, makes a very appetizing dish. Did you ever try to slice onions with a knife? You know how you get one thick slice and one thin slice? Run the knife through the center. That will separate each slice individual. Almost like magic, there is every slice cut exactly the same thickness and the same size. Wouldn't you like to have a set like this in your kitchen? Why, of course you would. Now don't forget, attend this theater every week and receive this 12-piece fascinating... Ladies and gentlemen, the management of this theater takes great pleasure in making this announcement. To each lady attending this theater each week, will receive absolutely free a fascinating 12-piece kitchen cutlery set, one piece each time. It is really interesting and amazing to know how you can prepare your meals in an appetizing and pleasing manner. There's an old saying, and a true one, that what is pleasing to the eye is bound to be pleasing to the appetite. I'm going to demonstrate this set to you, and I want you to watch it very closely. The first cutter that I'm going to show you, now this first one is known as the Parisian cutter. Wind it through the potato like a corkscrew. When the cutter appears on the opposite side, pull the cutter out. Place the handle in the center and twist it out. This is what they call a French curl. When you fry these, they come out like donuts, nice and brown. Serve them with your steaks or pot roast them. Unwind it, there's two curls out of the one potato. Tomorrow morning for breakfast, wind a little strip of bacon around the potato and serve them with bacon and eggs. They're delicious. Different colored vegetables, wind them together and you get the two colors. Here's a little trick cut. Split the curl halfway through the center. If you're making a shrimp salad and you happen to run short of shrimp, mix these in with the regular shrimp. Upon my word, you couldn't tell the difference until you start to eat 'em. Now the rest of the potato, you stuff it. We'll call this a little chicken. We'll call this here some hamburger. You might have a little meat that's been laying in the ice box for a few days. Chop the meat up fine, season it highly, stuff it into the center of the potato and bake them with the skins on. When they're done, cut them in two. Serve them on the half shell just like that. Serve them in slices when company calls. The more company you have, the thinner you cut the slices. If your mother-in-law calls, give her a beak piece like that. Now the second tool in the set is known as the garnishing knife. Everything you cut with this must come out fancy. Watch this, please. You cut down, you turn the potato, and then you cut through the edge. First one way, and then the other. Sweet potatoes cut like this.
Hello everyone, how we doing today? What's new, what's happening? Fun with Froot Loops tonight. Gonna be doing all sorts of stuff. We have Froot Loop No Need Bread already going here. We've got I already started this last night, so it was proofing for today. We have 200 grams of Froot Loops, 200 grams of AP flour, yeast, salt, and 300 grams of water. And that's been chilling out since 10 o'clock last night. I'm going to turn that into a nice loaf of bread here tonight and see how that turns out. Hoping it's going to be sort of like, this will brown up nicely and we'll have sort of a speckled interior, I hope. Don't know for sure. We'll see. Also going to be doing Froot Loop pie for dessert. Going to substitute Froot Loops for graham crackers for the crust, so we'll have a nice colorful crust. And going to fill that with vanilla, white chocolate and banana pudding. And put some slices of banana in there. Wishing I had some cream that I could whip up, but I don't. I'm actually going to use the goat milk kefir for, I'm probably butchering that name, instead of my dairy for just about everything tonight because I have an extra bottle. Going to use it up. And the last thing I'm going to be using, well, two more things. Going to be doing, we got our turkey breasts left over from Thanksgiving that I didn't do up yet. Got those defrosting. Gonna make medallions. Gonna crust them with Froot Loops. And we're gonna serve that with Froot Loop pasta. And a Gouda cheese. Good cheese. Gouda cheese. So welcome in, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great day. Welcome, Charlotte, and I think there's a couple people there in Stream Raiders, too. Nice. Nice. So I'm going to start by getting the oven going here for our bread. Turn the oven up to 450. Turn our fan on. And we're going to put the pan in the oven to preheat. Opened up and separately, so the pan heats as a whole, not just the outside. Let's see. We need to get that one fold here. Was going to go into the white chocolate here first, but let's do a quick fold on our bread here. I wish I had some more crushed. Oh, it might burn. I think it's better that I use this anyways. Hey, Charlene. Ooh. Yeah, it's white chocolate. It's not really. It's just the cocoa butter. That was entirely too much, which you guys probably can't see, but I overdid the cornmeal over here. So I'm going to spread that out a bit more. You just want a light dusting for on the bottom of the thing. Yeah. And toss that bad boy out. Sticky. Sticky icky. How are these turkeys doing? They are still frozen after sitting in my fridge overnight. Lovely. So you're going to have to wait to clean that bowl out here. So I actually moved the bread over here for the moment. Looks much more colorful outside of that bowl now. You get the reds. It's not just blue now. You get the greens and the reds. Apparently, Froot Loops are all one color. Or one flavor. Not one color. One flavor. Called Froot. Do you want to put something on top of this? I mostly just want to block it from the fan here. I think we'll be okay. Put it off the extreme side here. Maybe a pain to use my mouse, but that's life. Pudding. Let's do pudding. We want to give the pudding some time to set up and cure. I mean, they all advertise that they're 5-minute or 20-minute puddings, but you really want to give it proper time to set up. And is one of these open? I know one of these is open, rather. Let's start with that. I need something to drink. I need some caffeine tonight. Okay, so how much do we need here? 2 cups. Okay. I'm going to take 1 banana. We're going to mash the 1 banana into this. And then we'll slice bananas into the rest of it. Slippery little suckers. You know, I should probably rewatch. That saying reminds me of Pretty Woman. Makes me think I should probably rewatch that restaurant scene after years of working in restaurants. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. It'd probably be hilarious seeing it from a business side of it. Yeah, we got our 1 banana there. We're going to add 2 cups of this stuff, which, if you guys haven't seen this before, you didn't see me use this before, I'm warning you now, you might be a little grossed out. But what we have here is goat milk that's been cultured, much like yogurt. I mean, it's thicker than buttermilk here. Hey Entropy, how you doing tonight? Welcome in. Well, I don't know if you just came in, but goat milk, and then it's cultured, so it's goat milk yogurt basically, but it's barely pourable. Doing good. Got a fun night planned here. Should be interesting. You got the bread on the counter there. Yeah, I need just a little bit more. So we'll crack open the other one. Can't even hear it move in there. It's just solid. Okay, so bananas and yogurt so far here, basically. Or goat milk yogurt. We're going to add in a little Godiva white chocolate pudding mix, which I have never tried before. So this is a new adventure. Welcome in, Mama Bear. How are you tonight? Nice, nice. What's new and interesting with people? Anyone else cooking with cereal lately? Be right back. Throw this out. Yeah, it's the first time I came across it myself, so I didn't know that they made it either. I think we're going to need a good whisking here, though. Set you aside for a moment. Oops. Something flying there. It's our oven telling us it thinks it's up to temp for our bread. We're going to let that go a little bit longer. Make sure it's all nice and hot. We're going to take that and put that into some sort of container here. What do I got that'll go good for that? No, I don't want to use that either. If you're worried about a skin, I'm only going to have it in the fridge for a little while here. But if you're putting it in the fridge for a while, you do want to put some plastic wrap down on the top of it. It will stick to the plastic wrap, but then you just pull the skin of the pudding off of it. I'm just going to mix what skin there is back into it before I put it into the pie. So Battle? Battle already? It's already been 30 minutes? Alright, so into the fridge for you, pudding. We'll come back to you near the end. Why do you want to add coconut? And with Hey, Suki! Why do you want to add coconut to... I don't know. I don't want to add coconut to anything, Charlene. I'm allergic to coconut. Well, mildly allergic to coconut. There's still a little bit in there. At least it feels like it. Let's do our battle. See how we fare. Yep, sure. I've even taken out of like my home and life products. Ah, easy time there. Victory. See what we get for the winners. Entropy and Osmoth. Grets, guys, ladies, peoples. Okay, I'm gonna go down here. As usual, want to stay in the blue-green area here. Blue, it's blue to me, but whether you want to call it green or not. The purple people, if you put people in the purple area, they just stand there. They're gonna wait for someone to come to them. So if you put an archer there, they're gonna die. You put a healer or a support person there, they're going to die because our tanks and them are going to go off fighting other stuff and you're not going to have any support. So if you want everything to travel together, you want to stay in the blue-green area. And let's go back to looking at the board. That beautiful loaf of bread we're going to put in the oven here shortly with all that I want to call it candy, but cereal in there. I think my next step here is pasta. But that means weighing out more Froot Loops. Which means I need to clean out a bowl. Excuse you, Journey. Yeah, I'm sort of excited about that one too. A little worried the pasta because we're gonna have to roll it so thin, may become a little too muddy, a little too. I already got a box open, Jason. What are you doing? We're going through both of them. We're gonna use both of these boxes tonight, though. I think I'm just going to crush a whole bunch of these, actually, because we'll weigh them after. Because it'll be easier to have crushed Froot Loops to weigh them. I'm going to turn some music on to help counteract a little of this sync music. I'm going to need a bunch of crushed Froot Loops tonight, so how many grams are in this bag? 417. Nice. We already used 200 for the bread. That's right there. So this is just slightly over 200. Close the bedroom door here so we don't set any smoke alarms off. Whacking it probably won't be as effective. But if you guys want to see what that's like, I do have this guy. Hey Noisy Pita. Tonight I'm using Froot Loops as an ingredient. So we have bread sitting here with Froot Loops in it. And I'm crushing up Froot Loops now for actually probably several recipes. But right now I'm focused on making pasta out of Froot Loops. Just trying to make sure that we don't have any. They're all going to have to get crushed even more in the pasta, but I still want some chunks for the other stuff too, so we're not going extreme fine here, although it looks like it on that side, but there we go. Well, what I do here, Noisy Pita, and for anyone else that isn't normally here, on Wednesdays, I have I hold votes in my Discord, and so viewers can vote what ingredients I have to work with for lunch or for dinner and dessert. And so this week we had choice of Froot Loops, and I've already forgotten what it was competing against. Oh, pizza rolls. So it could have been pizza rolls that I was having to use for dessert. Instead, I'm having to use Froot Loops for dinner. But you guys are welcome. There's channels in Discord for both the vote and to give suggestions. The ones with the most upvotes or the most reactions on the suggestions go into the main vote. Yeah, I'm looking for things hard to work with or interesting to work with. Not really looking to have my taste buds assaulted. Let's do a quick look up here. I can never remember the ratio I use for pasta. Okay, so we're going to use 1 cup that's 2/3 cup. Where's my 1 cup? It's covered in yogurt. I will say, compared to a typical no-knead dough, this is a bit more sticky, which is sort of to be expected with the amount of sugar that's probably in there. And sorry, I can't see chat right now. Working with one screen issues. I'm finished cleaning this bowl. I'll see what you guys said. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sean. So, cup measure. But other than Wednesdays, I also stream here on Fridays and Sundays. Fridays or Sundays. I do have a long list of things coming up in the About section down below, but are much more what I feel like doing. I have themes for a lot of them, or I have one dish or something set in stone, but the rest of it's sort of, I'm making dinner. And overall, I'm just making dinner for myself here. I pretty much entirely eat at home. And so what you see me cook here, I pretty much eat everything that I do here, but I'm not going to eat it all tonight. Alright, so we got a couple of large pieces in here still, but we can live with that, I think. We're going to need a bigger bowl. And to avoid getting a bunch of Froot Loops in my nice flour, and a little more for luck. Thought I had that open already. Oh, you're killing me. I don't have eggs? Let's see if I got enough eggs. I don't think I've got like one egg in here. Damn it. Oh. Yay. Just hidden behind other stuff. Yay, eggs. Have a good one, Charlene. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great night. Enjoy your dinner. Over here, get this bananaed up. Use this. It's already dirty. It's not a horrible plan there, Suki. It does change their texture. But, I mean, as long as you're not doing them for, you know, like something where you're going to care about the exact texture of it, you want to throw them in another baking dish. Great idea. I'll throw this one lonely guy over here that I probably should have thrown into that. We'll use that for the batter later. Thankfully, I actually have eggs. Hey, Arky. How's the evening? Before I completely get this mixed together, a little olive oil. Little olive oil. I am doing pretty good. Having a fun evening. I'm really liking this menu tonight. I'm hoping it turns out well. Exclamation mark dinner, Arky. Sorry, my hands are filthy, or I'd hit the button for you, but... Okay, that's looking pretty good. For starters, on our dough. I'm happy with that. That's actually coming together. It's looking a heck of a lot better than like half a dozen other pastas I've made on stream. Suki. Well, if you think about it, and I mean, I was like, it breaks down to corn and flour basically, and sugar. But the sugar is not a major influence in how it's being cooked this time because it's all, actually it's high fructose sugar because corn syrup. So there's a lot of sugar there, but it's a different kind of sugar. It's not quite the same. And so it's got different properties when you cook it. Let's throw our bread in the oven here. Look out. That royally... No, it didn't. That actually hit the camera that time. Yeah. So we got our pot preheated to 450. Just drop that bad boy in there just like that. Put them in the oven. Put the lid on top. $20. And so we'll go back to kneading our pasta. Wow, this is more green than blue to me. Oh, the eggs. I was gonna say the flour dough was, the bread dough was much more much bluer, but the yellow turns it green. This one I'm more expecting it to be muddy, but I'm hoping the little flecks will still show. Yeah, my tenderizers? Yeah, I was kidding about those earlier. They're nice. They even got a nice little, if you're a butcher, even a nice place to keep your twine slash hand grip. Though I imagine they wouldn't feel too good if you hit someone with them either. Yeah, they're sort of a gag gift one. I bought them, I don't know how long ago. Probably close to 10 years ago. Back when I moved in around here. Now getting to the point where the flour is working the cereal back out of it because it doesn't want to mesh with its web. So anyone got any thoughts on what they think the big announcements at the Game Awards are going to be? And there's all sorts of stuff being hyped as potential, but what do you think's actually going to come out? Okay, I'm happy with that. We're going to let that rest for a while in the fridge. Keep the fan in the fridge from drying it out, because I'm going to leave it in there a little bit longer than I normally do. Okay. Probably going to need even more than this crush. Oops, we're losing it. Open hole in the bag. Cleaner board. Let's do a little cleanup time here. Hey, Becca. Are you kawaii tonight? What's new in your world tonight? I was just asking people what they thought about the Game Awards coming up here soon. Nice, Becca. I hope you enjoy. Let's do that. And how we looking on our... Got 2 minutes left on our battle. Last chance to put your characters on the field. And... Am I not hearing music? My music stop on me again? Oh, it's still playing apparently. Is everything sounding alright to you guys? Seems like my computer decided to reboot itself last night, and half of my stuff seems a little wonky. Thank you, Arky. Ready for battle. Yeah, sorry, Entropy. I was hoping I wasn't gonna get called on that one, but yeah, I had it at 50 before, and then I saw how much you get. I saw how much you get. Not necessarily for being and hanging out in the channel, that's okay. Or even with being a sub, that's cool too. It's the rating. It's like 350, 400, something like that, just to join someone for a raid. And that picks up quick. So, gonna keep you waiting. See how we do here. No problem. No problem. Victory. Ah, you can switch it for you guys? Sorry. My bad. Congrats, Entropy. We go top or bottom, guys. I'll give you guys that choice since I gypped you guys. Although I'm assuming we want to go for the top with the gold chest, even though it's a little bit harder. I think we got the people. I think I've cleaned this already, but... Entropy says stop. We'll go top. And there you go. Place your characters on the battlefield. Add your army to mine. May our forces combine. What was the tag from? I'm mixing up a couple of things there, aren't I? I'm thinking Captain Planet, but I'm mixing it with something. Turkey time. think it's still frozen though. We'll see. We shall see what we have. We only need to do some medallions anyways. Making a mess here tonight. Plastic wrap. The question becomes, for me, now that we're done looking at that, freezing them is great, especially if you have room in the freezer. You're supposed to fill your freezer to keep it effective. But at the same time, when eggs are maybe, even organic eggs, are 50 cents, 75 cents a piece, at what point does it become uneconomical to pay for a container and clean it up and keep it in your fridge? So if you weren't here for Thanksgiving, or the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, I butchered that then. Get rid of the skin here. Don't need it for this tonight. We're still frozen, slightly. It's like, it's not solid, but it's like mushy solid. Throw these in with the other turkey for some other project. Hopefully soon. I was a dummy for wrapping both of these together. I should have done 2 bags for the 2 turkey breasts. I was lazy. And so now I've got 2 turkey breasts defrosted when only really needed 1. I will look at that. And hey, let's use this guy again. Little pounding time if you guys are wearing headphones. Not gonna pound a ton out, but flatten it out a bit. Another thing but the stream points, that sort of irritates me with Twitch's setup. I love that they have integrated channel points. Don't get me wrong. But I'm basically ignoring them for two reasons. One, you can't use them for any giveaways because they're skewed towards bit donations and subscribers. So it's illegal to use for a free-for-all giveaway. And the other thing is that they're I don't really love the payout. And you can't really adjust it. But the thing that I was starting this conversation on is you can't tell what your viewers' point levels are at. At least I know of a way you can do it. And I've searched. Apparently they don't tell you. So, I can go on Streamlabs or Stream Elements or Mix It Up Bot. And I can look it up. I can look each of you guys up and see how many points you got and all that good stuff. But yeah, not for Twitches. So I have no idea how many points you guys have. And so it makes it sort of hard to price things. Let's take the lid off of our bread here. I get to take a sneak peek. Yeah, that's blue. Pour some of these out already. Crushed Froot Loops. And how much do I need for my... I just need a general ratio, guys. I don't need a dictionary to figure out the rest. I hate food blogs. Anytime you guys ask me why I don't want to do my own recipes, that's why. We're gonna make our set our turkey aside here for a little bit. Now that we got that prepped and ready. And I'm gonna make my pie crust. Which, my pie crust is just gonna be basically your typical graham cracker crust, but we're gonna use Froot Loops instead of graham crackers. So we need 1.5 cups of ground Froot Loops. I'm gonna give this a second crush. I just put the rolling pin away. And am I going to use the tenderizer this time? That's all fine enough. That's better. Ooh, it smells like Froot Loops in here now. I was getting that really strong when I was looking at when I was whipping up the bread. That just moisturizing the Froot Loops, it just brings that smell out. I mean, it just like overwhelms as soon as it gets wet. Need 1/3 of a cup of white sugar. And how much butter do we need? 6 tablespoons. I am going to skip the cinnamon that you typically throw in this. Don't really need the cinnamon for the banana or for the crust, so. But I don't think it would hurt things at the same time. I don't know if cinnamon and Froot Loops. What do you guys think? Cinnamon and Froot Loops? I'm not going to put it in there, but it's got me wondering now. Give this a quick melt in the microwave. Destroy my earbuds' ability to hear myself or the music. It's so weird. When you turn the microwave, it messes with the signal. And so I get that glitchy sound going on with my ear. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't Kellogg's do like mashups of different ones before? Didn't they mix Froot Loops with something with cinnamon? I don't know. I'm not a big cereal eater. I ate cereal a lot more as a kid than I do now. Be right back. It's the Froot Loops need more sugar here. I wasn't thinking about that. This should lighten up a bit as that butter dries. A lot of this darkness is the moisture. Sort of amazing the color difference there, just adding sugar and butter. I don't know how different it is on cam compared to real life here. Let me look at the screen. Yeah. I mean, butter and sugar. Awesome. Gotta wash my hand again now. We'll set that aside to hang out. Get prepped for our pasta is what we need to do next. And actually we need to get this turkey out of here. Put this up on top of the fridge for the moment. And it's time to roll some pasta dough. Pull out the roller. Sorry if I bumped the camera. You guys probably aren't looking at the stove anyways, yeah. Stay. Now, is sugar and butter above bacon? Below bacon? Oh, this could be good. This could be good. I know it's probably looking still muddy green to you, but I think this is going to be good. Nothing is above bacon. Oh wow, it's just like shredding it. Oh, that would help. Put it on the finest setting to start with there. Let's try that again. Oh, shut up. I know you're beeping. Drying rack. Moment of truth. Well, I think it's moment of truth. I'm gonna give that another couple minutes. Make you guys wait a little bit longer to figure, is it gonna be ugly? Is it gorgeous? Is it blue? Folding both of our pieces of pasta over, running them through once again. Very happy with this dough, other than even with all the weird chunks from the cereal in it. It's rolling rather easily. It's quite nice. Now the question is, how thick of a pasta sheet do I need in order to make this look good? Because I don't think this is going to be angel hair tonight. It's going to be looking too confetti for that. Hey, Miss Lisa Face, how we doing tonight? How's the greenhouse going? Okay, tightening things down here. Nice, nice. I'm having fun tonight. I really like this ingredient tonight. I think this is going to be interesting dinner. It's at least going to be colorful. Yep, Froot Loops. We got banana cream pie, or banana custard pie. This is our Froot Loop pie crust. It's only darker still because of the butter, otherwise it should be almost that color. We got the bread, which has got another 2 minutes. We got pasta, and then I'm going to pan fry some turkey medallions that I'll bread with Froot Loops. And yeah, I was going to flour these because they're getting a little sticky. Yeah, we're gonna have to go once more with this. Bread time! Ooh. So, that's sort of blue. Bluish green. Depending on your camera. It looks more green on camera, it looks more blue in person. Let's pull you up close here. Give you guys a right there shot. Bottom is not burnt, which was a little bit of a concern. Yeah, the color's a lot better on my main camera, but that's because that's a proper camcorder. These are my stove and my cutting board are just C920s. So difference between a $40 and a $200 camera. Which, that's not even a very fancy camera compared to a lot of other people. But it's better. Let's see here. Do I need the oven on still? I don't think so. I do need water going for pasta. I think this might be cool once we break into it. It's looking a little dark. It's got a nice crust to it. It's, you can still see the red flakes in there. There's a bit of red bleed in there. We could end up with some interesting tie-dye bread there. Stay tuned. While that's going, I'm gonna keep rolling with this pasta. Yeah. That's cool. But since it's tearing from the cereal, I have to keep folding it. The camera is still way the heck over here. It's still way off. About ready to just tape it in place. Okay. Through the roller once more. Need room. You see how that's still torn? We'll give that one more run through like that. It'll be hopefully less torn like this guy, but we're still going to give this guy one more fold. And the dough is pretty much ready to go now. I'm mostly folding it because of the pieces of the cereal still tearing the dough in some places where it's too large. Sometimes you get a piece that just wants to tear it all the way through. Because that one piece doesn't want to go through rollers. Are you kidding me? Get out of there. It tore the whole piece all the way down. So I gotta fold that one again. Thank you, Entropy. I had forgotten it. I will do that right now. Battle. And you guys can see it. Hey, how about that? We gonna get to the dinos before they crack? What do you think, guys? I'd guess we're at least 20 seconds in. I don't think we're gonna get to that third one before it cracks. Nope. Woohoo! Victory. Congrats, Osmoth. Ooh, blue chest. Glad we went top then. Someone get the skin. I'm gonna go top corner here. Again, you want to put your guys in the blue section. If you guys are in the purple section, they're just gonna stand there and die. Put them in the blue section so that they travel with our attackers. So, actually, let's do this. There. Oops. Wrong button. I'm really liking this pasta, guys. I know you can't really see it all that well right now, but this pasta looks good. I really like the look of this pasta. Still pretty dry here, or pretty moist. Pretty wet dough. But I think I'm going to cut it here. I think I'm going to use this cutter. Oh, do I want to do a wider cut? I sort of want to do an even wider cut than that. I think so. So, we'll do this on the counter then. On the cutting board then. We'll move our lovely loaf off of the counter here. Well, it's like it says, they're defensive. And so they'll attack and they'll fight things, but they're going to wait for things to come to them. I'm just sort of choosing to use outside circle, since people typically put stuff there anyways. But, I mean, to each their own. Wrong side. Oops. Need to clean that cutting board again. Just stealing flour out of my bin off to the side there, rather than pulling the bin out on the counter. Decent coating of flour in there so that they don't stick once we cut them. Let's hope they still unfold. Sounds like I'm talking. I hear myself talking. Appreciate the feedback, though. Like I said, I wasn't sure things were running great today. Definitely going to flour that next couple here before I cut them. I'm not going to sit here and play games with all of them. Have a good night, Narky. And Yarky. I hope you have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you, Miss Lisa. Yeah, I'm really liking this pasta. I'm still thinking it's a little too, but dark right now, but when that cooks and lightens up, oh yeah, this is going to be good. What time's it getting to be? How long we been streaming tonight? Am I taking a long time tonight? We're doing okay. No worries, Suki. Am I pronouncing your name right? I just assume I'm... Suki. I like your name. Okay, last one. It's a little small, but oh well. I'll eat it just the same. Nice. Okay. Pasta set. Sauce time. Break down the pasta machine since it's in my way. So I don't know if I get any of my fellow Formula One fans in chat. But, interesting, little speculation going on here the last, couple days here with, both Bottas and Russell changing their Instagram profiles. And Bottas removing Mercedes and, Russell removing Williams from his names. Both of them are just Formula One drivers now. We'll see what happens with that. So you got a little roux action going on in the pot here. A little butter, a little flour. And we're going to add that. And why don't we use this? I got this rosé that I never got to. Let's use that in this. We need some acidity. Maybe car guy? Not quite sure who you're thinking about. I don't follow IndyCar that much, so you can... Oh, okay. That wasn't who I was thinking, but that's interesting too. I was thinking you were going to say Magnussen or one of the other guys that's probably out of ride this year. I mean, we now got people waiting for seats that are, you know, done with Formula 2. And we're worried about finding seats for the people that are already racing. There's just not enough room. People ask in Discord, I let people know. If you guys ever want to know how anything turned out, hit me up in Discord. Give this a little stir up. Make sure all that roux isn't just sitting on the bottom. We're gonna have to whisk that in a little bit. A medallion, it's a thinly sliced breast piece. It's a medallion. I pounded mine out so they're a little bit thinner because I'm frying them. But typically, it's like a nice circular cut of the breast meat. 2D nuggets. So this is going to be our cheese sauce. So if you're wondering why I'm putting wine in there, that'll work pretty well here. While that's heating up, we gotta find our cheddar, or our cheese. Our Gouda cheese. Noni bread is a very well-known recipe for making bread without having to knead it. You can look it up online, but essentially it's a 400. I use a ratio of 400 grams flour, 300 grams water, so 75% hydration with salt and yeast, and then you can let that sit overnight and proof rather than hand kneading it and just, you know, paying more attention to it. I'm just going to cut this wax. It's not peeling off nicely for me, so But there's a wax skin on this. No, there's 2 wax skins on it. Maybe one of them's plastic these days. Just doesn't want to peel. What has been intriguing me, though, is both Lewis Hamilton and, oh geez, what's his former rival? Former Mercedes teammate. Are both members of this new race. They both have their own teams. They're going to be team owners in this new environmentally conscious racing, all sport, like all terrain, going to weird locations. Apparently, the whole design is they're gonna put the whole race team, all the teams, all the stuff for the events, and put them on one ship, and so the ship just goes from location to location with everything they need. A whole new team, or are you talking about one of the renames? Whether we're talking, what is it? Renault's becoming Alpine, and Racing Point is going to be I said AlphaTauri, but going to be Aston Martin. Yeah, it's already a team. They're just changing the name. I'm sort of wondering what Williams is going to be, because it's not going to stay Williams. The new owners made the promise that they would keep the car name, the FW, the Frank Williams car. I don't know what the colors are going to be for Alpine once it's there, but right now the yellow and black for Renault. I mean, it's the same company, they're just changing the branding. And when it comes to Aston Martin, it's new ownership that's... I mean, that's the real bummer from that last race. Perez won that last race, but he saved that team from going under. He's the reason that that team still exists, and Stroll was able to come in and buy the majority rights to it. And so Stroll came in, bought the majority rights of it, and is kicking out Perez, who actually kept the business alive for him, so that he can keep his son in a seat. Yeah, it'll be Ocon and Alonso. What do you mean? It sounds like Grosjean's going to have another, at least ride in the car. Toto was quoted as saying that he knew that he didn't want that crash to be his last drive, and he's offered him a ride even in Mercedes hardware. The rules state that it probably has to be a 2-year-old car, but even if he doesn't get back here for this next race. Fittipaldi is a placeholder. I don't know how... He's certainly not to the level of, like, Russell with the Mercedes. He may be able to pick up things once again, but I don't think he's there anymore. Hey, Glass. Yep. Little Formula 1 chat while we're making the cheese sauce. So we got rosé wine thickened with a roux here. We'll add a little of our goat milk, if it'll come out. Yeah. This again, the cultured goat milk, so it's thick. It's like yogurt, drinkable yogurt. I think that finally does that bottle in. I sort of knew that one, car guy. Sort of a famous race name. But welcome in, Glass. We got Froot Loop pasta. We've got Fruit Loops for breading. We got our Fruit Loop pie crust with our banana cream or banana custard pie. And we're working on our Gouda sauce with our pasta. I'm going to add a bit more liquid to this party. Here you go, Karga. Came out pretty good. It's all dusted up and floury right now, but when it cooks and brightens up, I think this is going to look great. It's got little speckles of color all through it. Albon? I don't know. He just hasn't seemed to have that desire to me. He's not willing to take that last little step that you need to take it. So I sort of doubt he's got a long life here in Formula One. And the last couple of this year, he hasn't done. Everything's better with bacon, Glass. We know that. And unfortunately, no. I did think about adding bacon in several ways tonight, but just didn't quite get there. Hit that with a bit more salt. Ooh, that's sharp. That is sharp. That is going to go well. That's going to cut through all sorts of sugar. Yeah, a good portion of the cream pie is already good and done here, other than the final assembly. I did the custard filling or the pudding filling right off the bat because that takes better. That's always better if you give it some time in the fridge to get friendly. And I made the crust here so that can hang out and dry out. Just gonna need to slice the bananas in there, add the pudding, put some more bananas on top. No vanilla wafers tonight. No, I'm doing good tonight, Glass. I'm having a good time tonight. Let's see. I still don't think I got enough liquid in here. So I am going to go grab some water. Apparently don't have my water glass in here yet. There we go. Nah, I'm not feeling crabby tonight. I'm really digging this dinner, actually. I'm really looking forward to this, even though it's sort of... Oh, also, Glass, we have Froot Loop bread, which we'll slice into that. I have a feeling that's going to look better on the inside than the outside. Favorite meal I've made this year? Probably the flank steak and chili really early on in the year. That was a good one. That was a really good one. Gonna have to do that one again sometime. That was back Mixer days. That was when Mixer still existed. Cheers. I'm thinking, Becca. Oh, I do have a battle to get to, don't I? Thank you. Victory. Who wins the chest? Hit Mama Bear with the 200 gold. Congrats, guys. Ooh, goodies for me, too. Go on to our next map here. I'll start here next to the water. Oops. Okay. Oh, it's a pretty small tray. Becca, I think you should try using peanut butter instead of roux. I think it'll do nicely for thickening up your next sauce. It won't add any nuttiness at all. Especially since peanuts are a legume. Peanut butter roux, it's right up there with emptying the hot water out of the coffee machine and asking someone for the meat glue. So we're going to cut the heat on that, just let that relax. It's plenty hot to melt all that cheese. That cheese is already melted, basically. We don't want to get too gooey, too stringy, so we're just going to let it hang out. Put a cover on that. And we'll switch back over to this guy. Low flame. My cleaner frying oil. I don't really have clean frying oil, but that's about the closest I've got. I guess we're deep frying tonight. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be great for your coffee either. If you could even get it into your cup. May just bind with the coffee grounds. I need another pie pan. Give me all your bad advice, guys. Don't put chicken in Froot Loops? Oh, that's good, because I'm putting turkey in mine. I haven't decided yet, actually. I have a ton of cocoa to use up. Early this year, I bought 2 bags of Ghirardelli cocoa. It's probably on the edge of its go bad date, but that didn't work very well. We're going to switch to a fork for this. And I've only gone through like 90% of one bag. I still got a whole bag of cocoa to use. I made homemade Oreo cookies for the first time this year. That was fun. Those came out great. The rest of that dinner was a massive fail, but Oreos came out great. Yeah, that was oh, I want to say like April or March. I made Oreos, and I made banana pancakes, or I attempted to make banana pancakes, and they just didn't turn out good at all. Hot cocoa isn't a bad one. It's certainly the time of year. How we doing on... How hot is this heating up? How quick? Okay, we don't have to worry about that. The real one to wonder about, I think it's next Wednesday. Is it next Wednesday? Yeah, it's next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, I haven't set up the vote yet. I'm going to do that at the end of the stream tonight. But, I've got the green can out. Is National Chocolate Covered Anything Day? So think about that when you're making your votes. Well, you guys can still influence the vote. There's the ingredient suggestion channel. I don't think the potato chips are leading right now. These I sort of want to give even more of a crushing to, but just the bigger pieces. This is one of those dinners where you need good resolution. You need a 4K dinner tonight, because I'm sure that looks more monotone than when I pull it up here, sort of a thing. Okay, we're at 100 degrees there. Let's show you guys what our bread looks like. I think that's probably approaching ready here. It's been sitting here cooling for a better part of an hour. While we're waiting for the oil and water to heat up. Oh, I don't know if this is... Let's see how this turned out. It's feeling denser than I originally thought, but... Ooh, ooh. I'm okay with that. Let's give you a good camera view on that. Yeah, that blue really bleeds through on all of it. I want to make French toast now. That's what I should have done. Is I should have made. I've done this before though. I've done no knead bread and used that for. I'm gonna try this without butter. See what this is like without. I might have to do that. This is pretty damn tasty. It's sweeter end, but it's like seriously, it's like dinner roll, sweet, soft bread. That's some good stuff. Also note, when I cook these, I always put them, or I cut them. This is still slightly warm. This is actually warmer than if I was a bread baker. Bread bakers would be like, you need to let that cool longer. And if I was serving it to someone restaurant-wise, I would want to let it cool longer too. But the other hack you do here is set it on the board, because that steam still has to escape, and this way it escapes. It's not going to escape through the board. It still has to make its way out through that crust like it naturally would. So, sort of cheating, but not at the same time. Let's see here. 120, 130. We're going to turn that heat up a bit more here. And I'm going to turn the oven back on, but just warm enough to keep that turkey warm when we're ready to do that, so that we can cook our pasta and keep our turkey warm. I think it's time to put our pie together here, because it's going to be another couple minutes waiting on things to warm up. Put that in the upper corner since it's pretty. Captain Crunch pancakes are good. Sounded like a good option there. I found a lot more recipes for Fruity Pebbles than I did for Froot Loops. And it makes me think that a lot of people are lazy and just wouldn't want to go with the smaller Fruity Pebbles, which are almost like rice-like. I think they're actually puffed rice. Yeah, and so, yeah, but I'm happy with Froot Loops. I'm glad you guys gave me this. This was a good challenge. It took me a little thinking to, okay, I can break this down to corn and flour and sugar. Guess we're making dough. We got our Froot Loops. Almost said Fruity Pebbles. Crust here. Same sort of crust as a graham cracker crust. Just substituting out the Froot Loops for graham cracker. And it has lightened up. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it has gotten lighter here, sitting on the counter. And then we have our white chocolate Godiva pudding that I've mixed with a little mashed banana in there. I have a clean spatula. Nope. So we'll scoop that loveliness in there. You also notice I paired a lot of things with pale or light colors because I figured that would probably be best option for showing off all the color in the Froot Loops. That's why I also didn't want an offensive pasta sauce, but I'm going with a cream sauce because I wanted the color of the pasta to show out and be rather easy to match. Oh, this smells amazing. That banana and white chocolate mix. Oh yeah. That's a good time. I also use the goat milk yogurt for that too. So it's got that really sharp, bright goat milk flavor to it too. So what do you guys think? Should I do banana on top or should I do Froot Loops on top? I'll let you guys decide that one. Both. That is a possibility. Actually, let's make it an official poll here. Can I do that here? I don't think I can. I gotta go over to my dashboard. Or my screen manager. Two-minute poll. How we doing on Stream Raiders? I'm not forgetting another battle, am I? We got another 9 minutes there for you guys to get your players on the field. Water's almost to a boil here. And let's just use our thermometer. Switch over from using the Oh, quiet, you thing. Quiet. There we go. Sorry for the beeping. We only gonna get one voter? Becca gonna get to take it all away for us? Let's leave it there. And both wins. Was lucky with that. Glad that didn't whip itself into the middle of my... I didn't want to add... I was sort of hesitant to add a ton more banana on top, because these guys are pretty ripe. Ah. Those are for snacking. Man, there's a lot of blue Froot Loops. Maybe that's why my bread is so blue. They're all blue. They're all stuck together, too. All that sugar. There we go. Take a photo of our Froot Loop. No, we need a knife in there. Phone over here it is. Must be dead. I don't have the time on it. Yep, nearly dead. Take one without the bread.
Mama Bear 65 gifted a tier 1 sub to Becke's Kawaii. This is their first gift sub in the channel.
Thank you for that gift sub, Mama Bear. Appreciate that. Thank you for bringing Becca's Kawaii back into the brigade. Oh, you don't like the Brian voice? What is it? Australian English accent? So there's I'll give you guys a close-up on this photo, on this camera, of our Froot Loop banana custard pie with a little white chocolate flavor in there. A little Godiva white chocolate. I'll take a picture. I'm going to let that sit in the fridge for an hour or two. Allow that set up just a little bit more. Make sure all that butter solidifies in their crust. I'll show you a photo of that once I try and pull a slice out of that. Our water's to a boil nicely. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Obviously don't need a ton of... How are we looking over here? Still only 270-ish with our fry. So you have the turkey that I cut and panned out earlier. Pounded out. So how's everyone doing here? We got a minute or two here to chill out. Oh, perfect. Battle time. Looks like we got a two-sided battle here, and it might be rough getting to those dinos. I think we might have trouble with this one, guys. This might be rough. Come on, rogues. Get to those dinos. We're also split up. If any of them break out, we may be done for. Uh-oh. Dino Chomp! He just runs through them. Victory! We actually got it. I was worried. Congrats, Entropy and Osmoth. Oh, more goodies for me. Oh boy. We're gonna need all your epic characters for this one, guys. This is gonna be a rough one. All sorts of stuff out here. Let's see how we do with this one. Looks like there's a lot of helpers in here. So we might be okay. But, yeah. Because these tall guys, these hunters, they're ranged, but they don't move around a ton. The rogues are all going to go for these guys, by the way. The Dream Hunters. Anyways. Back to Froot Loop time. Let's start breading our turkey for frying. Start with a good flour coat. You want a thin layer of flour on it. You don't want any heavy. You want to be able to see the meat. You don't want any. I'll see if I come up with any, but probably later on once this gets a little bit moister, wetter. But what you get is if you have too much flour on your initial coat, is you'll get bubbles because the flour won't stick to itself. You just want the flour sticking to the meat here. If you get flour sticking to itself, you get bubbles, and that's how it just automatically pulls itself away from your meat. Perfect emote for tonight. Like that right there. That's a flour bubble. That little white spot there. You just gotta poke them, make sure they all come out. And into the Froot Loops. I don't know what that is. Probably a piece of bread. Light coating. You just want to make it nice and dry. Not really stuck on at all. That's just like perfect right there. It's a little heavy on that side. First pieces are going to get all the big pieces. Almost there on temp. Take these last two and put these in the flour. Make sure they're all nicely coated with flour before we move on. Got about another 10 degrees to go on that. Actually, it's probably ready if it's just 10 under. The rest of the pot's probably hot enough. I say flour, but this is flour and green can parm. So there's a little Parmesan flavor here with our turkey. I say Parmesan flavor because, I mean, they do put cellulose on their ingredient label. And I need somewhere to go with our fried goodness. So we need that. And I need a free pan. I don't have any free pans. All my pans are in use right now. I'm gonna stand on top. Nope. Guess we're going with the hotel pan. Nice big boy there. Set that off to the side here somewhere. These are not needed here. This is straight up strip, bud. It's like eating Hawaiian rolls. Alright, we're gonna start frying now. Might need more Froot Loops. Losing a few of them, but I think we'll be okay. Sorry about this big open space here. I gotta fix this camera. This camera just doesn't want to cooperate with me. It wants to follow the gravity. And I don't want that. Gotta be getting close here. That's good right there, I think, for that guy. It's still bubbling pretty good. Let's give it another sec. Those are looking colorful. We'll hit those with a bit of salt. We're going to strain out our oil a little bit here. Yeah, I was worried they're going to get a little darker than they did. Colors held up pretty well with that heat. But I definitely think I need some more for this third batch here. In fact, I think I need more for that second batch. So we're drinking out another gallon bag tonight. Need to buy more gallon bags. And we'll do a little crushing again. Awesome. Turn the heat back up here. I turned it down a little bit. I'm going to throw the current pieces in the oven to keep nice and warm. Let's add some new fuel to our fryer here. Nose is getting stuffy. Don't know why. Get a picture of the bread, too. Really happy, if you haven't noticed, really happy with how that bread turned out. Color doesn't look great on that camera, but getting there nice and close. It's the only thing you have to focus on. There you go. You're floating. You're pretty much done. How are you? You're all curled up. You're done. No. Don't want to hold on to that. Salt up those. And from there into the oven. Just to hold. And strain out the oil again. Make sure our water's still boiling, so we're ready to go with our pasta right when everything's ready. I'm just going to leave it at one piece. That oil's a little cold there. And crank the heat a little bit. Try and compensate. Cheers, everyone. See if we're gaining temp or if we're losing temp. We're holding steady right now at 280, which is not horrible, but it's about 20 degrees too cold. Okay, we're rising again. That way you guys can see. Okay, we're going up in temp, so I'm going to add the other piece in here. Seems like mostly the pieces that were still somewhat full and likely had air bubbles in them is what's staying around, what's releasing, what's pulling away from it. The stuff that wants to float. So many people playing Cyberpunk. Seeing who all is out there tonight. See if we can give a raid to a bit later here. Pull this first guy out. Give him a pinch of salt. Salt in the oven. Flame off on our oil. Turn off our thermometer. Get rid of that from the game. And pull out our sauce again. Lid on that so that we can safely move that. Always want to be careful moving oil though. So I'm going to grab a second thing. Use two hands here. Actually, let's move these pans over here. This guy in back. So we can return with our Gouda sauce. It's a Gouda sauce. Give that a stir up and a taste for seasoning. Get it all over ourselves while we're doing that. Wow, that's sharp. Wow, that's got acidity to it. We're going to add some MSG to that. Some pepper. Love me some MSG. And what was the other thing I was thinking of adding in there? I've already forgot. Oh. That's that one. At least I think it is. Yeah. And a little onion powder. I'm adding the onion in there to sort of mellow out how sharp it is. Yeah, same with the MSG. It's just so bright that between that bright goat milk and that sharp cheese, that sharp Gouda cheese, I tried to go with Gouda. You know, we got fruity flavors going on here with our Froot Loops. So even though we're going with a savory dish, I wanted to work with it like we're treating it almost like fruit. Oh, I have a feeling it's going to be delicious with that cheese sauce. Use you still. We need you for the pasta. Had these scissors out the whole stream. I don't think I've even used them. Okay, pasta. We got our pasta from earlier starting to dry out a little bit, but doesn't matter. We got boiling water over here. We need a bowl. Okay, boiling pasta time. It doesn't even hardly show the pasta water over there. Sorry about that, guys. Still got the camera issues giving me grief. Dropping in all of that pasta. I've got the dishes tonight. I've got the dishes tonight. What are we putting this lovely dish in? I don't got any of those clean, so guess we're putting it on a plate. Oh, it usually takes me, I average about 90 minutes dish cleaning time per stream. But that's, well, actually that's not just dishes. That's dishes, that's counters, that's wiping the stove top down, all that good stuff. Battle time. See how we fare. Keeps getting harder on us. I had to deal with the pasta. I couldn't look. Our pasta looks good. May have lost the war, but the pasta looks good. Nice. We're gonna call it on Stream Raiders for the night because we're just wrapping up our last dish here. So we'll start back with the last two maps on this level. Or last three maps? Last two? Last three? Somewhere in there. We'll retry this one and do that here on Friday. So we'll take our pasta. We're going to add some of our Gouda sauce. Don't need all of that. Deliciousness. Wishing I made a photo of the pasta before I drenched it in sauce, but actually so much so that I feel like wiping the sauce off of a piece. Hey Trigger! Working with Froot Loops tonight. We got Froot Loop pasta. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. The sauce is amazing. It's pasta. It's a little sweet, but not the... It's not horrible. I'm okay with that. We got our pasta. We have our... I need something to grab this with. Let's use these. We have our Froot Loop fried turkey medallions. Pasta is good. It's a little sweet, which no, I would love to hear. So we got our Froot Loops, we got Froot Loop coated turkey, Froot Loop pasta, we have our bread made with Froot Loops, or no knead bread, which, this is great, this is good stuff, this is like Hawaiian sweet roll bread. And lastly, we have, which I completed earlier, the white chocolate and banana pudding Froot Loop pie, where I substituted Froot Loops for the graham cracker in the crust. And we got Froot Loops in the garnish on top. Yeah, Trojan commercials seem to be popular here. Maybe they're trying to teach our youth. So very happy with dinner tonight. Much fun evening. I enjoyed doing this one. This was a good challenge. Let's give you some looks in the main front window. We got our with pasta and the coated turkey. Our banana pudding pie, white chocolate banana pudding with the Froot Loop crust. And our no-knead Froot Loop bread. Good stuff. Very happy with the bread. Let's see who we can share some love with tonight. Thank you guys for all joining me tonight. We're gonna be not sure what I even have planned here for Friday. But we always have something cool coming up. All that stuff till the end of the year. I have dates, all my upcoming planned dates now through the end of the year down in the About section. We've got, I gotta set we gotta set up the vote for next week. So let's do that. Wednesday dinner voting. Here we have Froot Loops. We have queso fresco. Let's start at the top. The first ones with more than one vote are Kraft Slices and After 8. I've not had After 8 before. Gonna have to order that online, I think. But we'll give that a shot. Can you guys see what I'm looking at? Yeah, okay. So, oh, come on. It's not the mac and cheese, it's the cheese slices. I guess this is our best choice. I don't know if we're going to have that. Nope. Okay. We'll just ditch the gifts this week. So, feel free to add your reactions to which one you prefer me to have to work with here next week. As usual, next Wednesday, we will have to either make both dinner and dessert with that. So, Kraft cheese slices for dessert. Chocolate and mint biscuits or wafers or sticks things for dinner. Both of those could be rough. But please add on to those. And feel free to add your own suggestions in here. We'll have to remove the ones that are already here. Did I just delete the wrong thing there? I might have deleted the wrong thing there. Oh well. Where's the other one? Craft. Okay. Awesome. So that is set up for next week. Next Wednesday is also... Don't know if either one of those really work for it, but next Wednesday is National Chocolate Covered Anything Day. So keep that in mind. Also have Cocoa Day coming up here soon. And a couple other cool things near future. Hope you check out the upcoming dates. And let's see who we can give a raid to here tonight. Give a refresh, make sure we actually have people that are still streaming. I have now tried to raid people twice now that just shut down their streams, like in the last month. Yeah, I tried to give one the other night, and yeah. But speaking of that, let's go say hi to her again. I think that's how it's spelled. Yep. We're gonna go say hello to ZoboCat. She is a great cooking and drink streamer, or food and drink. Cooking and drink was mixer. It looks like she's working on some turkey tonight. Taco and pizza equals what? Search description. I will be back here like normal on Friday at 4:30 Pacific. Make dinner for you guys again. Hope you guys come back to enjoy me. I'm gonna go enjoy this loveliness. Thank you. I hope you all have a great night.